Anytime that you've got a PDF file with multiple pages in it and you want to pull out specific pages for another purpose, maybe a single page as a handout or a couple pages of instruction and skipping over potential answers maybe that would be paired with a worksheet, whatever the purpose, you can actually take any PDF that you've opened in Chrome and save specific pages out as their own file. So let's take a look at how that might work with something I've got here on our dock. So I am scrolling down looking at all this stuff about the Smart Learning Suite. We've of course got videos there and different documents and things, but then here there's this teacher's guide. So I'm going to open up this PDF file, this teacher's guide, and I'll start scrolling through it and see some tips, and there's information about maybe setting up the system online or getting your students signed in. Maybe I want to take this page and save that as its own separate file that I can provide in Classroom, say. I keep going down, I look for some more stuff. For me, maybe I'm looking for something I want to push out as a tip and let people know about. And there we go. Import a PowerPoint and add some interactivity. So maybe I want to just highlight this information because it's something people do a lot. Well, to get this out of here, what I'm going to do is say, all right, well, look, I'm on page 12. Great. I could certainly open this with and see, no, don't have anything useful there. But I do have a print button. So I'm going to come up and click the print button. That's going to open in its own little special sort of print preview type window for going through this stuff. I don't need to check anything again. I'm just going to hit the print button one more time that I see up in the corner here. Perfect. Well, among my various destinations, I do have some printers connected to this machine, but because I'm in Chrome, I've always got this choice to save as a PDF. Well, right now I've got 28 pages, of course. I'd just be resaving the same file that's already available. Instead, I'm going to click on Pages here, and I'm going to go to Custom. I'm going to choose the actual page that I'm interested in, so page 12, and it pops right up. Now I could do a range of pages. I could do, say, page 1 to page 12 if I wanted to do it that way, 1-12, and it would give me a 12-page file here. But, as I said, I only want page 12. One page, that's it. Now, I'm going to come down to the Save button, and I'll have to give it a new name. So I could type that in there and say, what was I looking for here exactly? Import a PowerPoint and add interactivity. Sure. So I could type that in there. Perfect. Throw that in, save it as its own PDF file in my Downloads folder. And so now I'm going to have that on my machine as its own separate PDF file right here that is just a single-paged PDF. Same idea if I was in Drive. If I was in my just Google Drive account, I happen to have that same file here listed in Drive. If this is just a regular old PDF in my Drive account, exact same process. I can double-click that guy and go right to my print button here in the corner. And again, it opens in this other preview window. I would hit the print button a second time and carry on pulling out whatever page it was that I was interested in this time. So if I did want to do that, get your students signed in piece, I could look here, custom, page 7, and I'd be able to save that as its own separate file that I can then share out or email out or post somewhere or even just save for myself. But it's a great way to get specific pages out of a larger PDF and save them for your own purposes.